Hey YouTube. On the cabinet door, I have a couple things that I need to be able to do on this in order to move forward. One of them, I don't recall if you remember, but I did offset my magnets. Let's see. Can you see that right there? So it's got a little bit of a, let's see it there? A little bit of a bump out. So before I can put in the biscuits, I need to take care of that so that it'll be flush, that the board will be able to go flush. And it can't right now because those magnets are holding it up. Oh, not by much, but they are holding it up. So what I'm going to do is take a little Dremel tool, a little grinding stone, and just kind of dig out. Can you see here? Dig out a little area right here for that magnet to be able to set in. I'm not going to glue it there. I'm just going to make a little area for it to set into so that the board can fit flush. And then before I complete everything, I'm going to go ahead, we'll get that done. Once I know that it's sitting flush in there, I'm going to come back and then I'm going to do the biscuits, and I'll show you that. We'll set up the jointer to be able to do that face cut into this. And then I'm going to take some double-sided tape and tape it down. I'm not going to glue it. And then take it down to my daughter's house and see if it, make sure that it fits before I glue it all together. That'll be the final spot. So we're going to go ahead and do this. If you want to watch, I'll come up on the next video after I get set up. Hey you guys, okay. I've got this marked. It doesn't have to be exact, but we'll go ahead and try this out. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Okay, so now that worked. All right, so I got to do all three magnets there on that. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back in and we'll line this all up. So that makes me feel good. And then I'll work on the biscuit joiner. Show you what my thoughts are as we go. Hey guys, thanks for coming back. Okay, one of the considerations for the biscuits on this project is the thickness here, so that I don't come through the front. So I've got these size 0, and these are the biscuits. Half of that 0 to go into that. Can you see? So I need to make sure that half of that's going to go in, and it is. So I won't blow through when I set it up. That's the first thing I had to do. So size 0. The next step now is to figure out how many I'm going to need. hold this all together. My tape gave way here. I'm not going to glue this down until I get all this finalized, if you're wondering. I just don't want to have to sit there and break it all apart. So now I'm going to have, this is the top. I've got it marked right here, top. So that's where the magnets are. Definitely one in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I'm going to do, because of where the magnets are at. So that's what I'm going to do. 7 of them. So the part coming up, I'll show you next. We're going to set everything back in place with the piece. Well, we can do that right now. The one magnet is still drying that I've got in up here. The glue is still drying. So can't do too much, but get that lined up, have those drop in. That's good. That's holding up right there. So I have to be able to mark so I know exactly where the center of each one is going to be. So to do that, I'm not ready yet, but I'll mark here and then put a mark there. And then I have to be really precise on where in the center of this I'm going to go. I don't think I want to, right there's the flat on that spot. So kind of would like to be centered on this board here, since this will be the supporting part. So that would bring me right at 1 inch, I guess, from the edge. Just kind of eyeballing here. Just 1 inch. 1 inch from the edge in will be where I want to go. I need a pencil. There we go. Not sure that's going to work out right. Maybe 3/4. 7/8. 7/8 might work out better. So what I think I'll do, I'm just going to, we'll set it all up. We'll set it all up. I think I'll just put I'll cut one groove in on both sides just to make sure. And then if that works out, I'll grab my measurements off that one and then go all the way around and do the rest of them. Probably a better way to do it, you know. I don't know. But that's what I've got to do, because when I get ready to set it up, as you'll see, doing the face here is going to be really kind of hard to get everything lined up really right. And I think what I'm going to have to do is do some measurements from the fence to the cutting head on the jointer. And that way I'll know exactly where everything is for this to line up. So it's a little tricky here. But I think that's the best way for me to do this, to make sure everything's nice and straight, so when it goes up there, it looks professional. These cabinet makers are great, aren't they?